Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Nostalgia Time. I'm your host, CosplayDude637. Today we are going to return to the world of He-Man. When we last left off, Adam had just discovered he had powers. I am Adam, defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull. This is Cringer, my scaredy cat tiger. Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my necklace and it transformed into a magic sword, and I said, "By the power of Grayskull!"
I have the power! Cringer became the mighty Battle Cat, and I became He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. A few others share in this secret. Our friends, the Sorceress, Man-at-Arms, Orko, and my childhood friend, Teela. Together, we defend Castle Grayskull from the evil forces of Skeletor.
Chapter 2, Gathering Shadows. The eerie silence of Snake Mountain was broken by the sound of evil laughter echoing through its dim corridors. In the heart of the fortress, Evelyn found herself cornered by Skeletor's relentless assault. His bony fingers crackled with dark energy as he hurled arcane spells at her.
"Your feeble attempts at defense amuse me, Lyn,"
Skeletor hissed, his voice dripping with malice. Evelyn's hands shimmered with magic as she erected a protective shield.
"You won't break me, Skeletor! I won't bend to your will!"
Skeletor's sockets flared with anger, and he intensified his assault, causing the very air to shimmer with malevolence. Just as Evelyn's shield began to falter, a deep voice reverberated through the chamber.
"Master Skeletor!"
Skeletor turned his attention away from Evelyn and faced the entrance of the chamber. There stood Beast Man, a brutish figure covered in fur, and Triclops, his three mechanical eyes gleaming with malevolence.
"What is the meaning of this interruption?"
Skeletor growled. Beast Man cleared his throat, a nervous tremor in his voice.
"Apologies, my lord, but we sensed a disturbance. We came to inform you that our forces have discovered something of interest."
Skeletor's gaze turned curious.
"And what could that possibly be?"
He glares at Evelyn. Triclops stepped forward, his three eyes flickering with excitement.
"We have detected a powerful energy signature on Earthrealm. It seems familiar."
Skeletor's skeletal features twisted into a sinister grin.
"Familiar, you say?"
"Yes, my lord. It resembles the energy pattern of the power you've been seeking."
Triclops explained cautiously. Skeletor's sockets gleamed with malevolent anticipation.
"Interesting. If this energy signature is truly what I think it is, then it seems fate has smiled upon us. Evelyn, prepare the portal. We are going to Earthrealm."
Evelyn bowed her head, her earlier defiance replaced with resignation.
"As you command, Skeletor."
The chamber began to resonate with dark magic as a portal to Earthrealm materialized. The swirling vortex beckoned, promising new opportunities for power and conquest.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe will be back right after these messages.
The following message is from the Red Cornish Ranger and said of my own... I'm going to say it. Said of my own free will. If you're enjoying what you're listening to, then why not check out the other podcasts on the Zero to Hero network, such as Storytime with CosplayDude637, Fairy Tale, the audio drama, Baker Ranger Movie Talks, and the exceptionally brilliant and intelligent... No one's going to believe this, you do know that. Okay, fine, no, just stop poking me with that. The exceptionally intelligent Billy and his sidekick Jim on the Zero to Hero podcast. Also, if you would like intelligent and mind-blowing conversation, then join the Discord. And no one's going to believe... All right, I'll say it. Join the Discord for all the fun and intelligent conversation you can possibly get. Now back to our scheduled programme. Intelligent... Seriously, what were you thinking? No!
And now back to He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Back on Earth, the sun was beginning to set, casting an orange glow over Central Valley. Adam strolled through the park, his mind still preoccupied with the encounter with the thugs earlier. He hadn't expected his life to take such a turn.
Adam, wait up!
Adam turned to see Xander jogging toward him.
Hey, Xander, what's up?
Xander grinned.
Thought you could use some company. Plus, I wanted to apologize for earlier. Didn't mean to upset you.
Adam smiled appreciatively.
No hard feelings, man. You were just being honest.
As they continued to walk through the park, a strange sensation washed over Adam. It was like a whisper of energy at the edge of his consciousness. His hand instinctively moved to the necklace he wore, the pendant that housed the Sword of Power.
Is everything okay, Adam?
Xander asked, noticing Adam's momentary distraction.
Yeah, I just felt something weird there for a minute.
Adam replied, his brows furrowed. Before Xander could respond, a gust of wind suddenly picked up, swirling leaves around them. The ground trembled beneath their feet, and a strange shimmering portal appeared before them.
What the heck?
Xander exclaimed, his eyes widening. Adam's heart raced as he recognized the portal's energy signature. It was familiar, and yet alien at the same time. Before they could react further, 3 figures emerged from the portal, their appearances strikingly different from anything Adam and Xander had ever seen. The first figure was a towering brute covered in fur, his eyes glinting with wildness. The second figure had 3 mechanical eyes rotating on its head, giving it an eerie and calculating appearance. And the third figure was unmistakable. Skeletor, his bony visage twisted into a sinister smile.
Prince Adam of Eternia!
Skeletor's voice echoed, sending shivers down Adam's spine. Xander stepped back, his eyes wide with disbelief.
This can't be real.
Adam's grip tightened on his necklace, and a surge of power coursed through him. He felt a deep connection, a familiar strength that resonated within his very being. Skeletor's gaze locked onto Adam's necklace, his sockets burning with malicious curiosity.
Ah, the Sword of Power! How quaint!
Adam's voice was laced with determination as he faced the threat before him.
You won't find what you're looking for here.
Skeletor's laughter reverberated through the park.
Oh, I believe I already have.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe will be back right after these messages.
Hello, person listening to this ad break. If you like the silky sound of my voice, and you want to know more about the things I know about, head on over to the Zero to Hero podcast. We can listen to my brother and myself wobble and bicker about little things and nuances of nerd culture. Like, is Rocky really the true hero of the Power Rangers universe? Is Jason the best Red Ranger? Or is Gundam Wing the best Gundam series? Come on over and enjoy yourself, and be angry when you leave.
And now back to He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
The air crackled with tension as Adam and Xander stood before the otherworldly figures. Skeletor's malevolent gaze bore into Adam, his intentions shrouded in darkness.
Who are you?
Xander demanded, his voice shaking with a mixture of fear and disbelief. Skeletor's grin widened.
Ah, this insignificant human that surrounds our true target.
Adam's grip on the Sword of Power tightened, his heart pounding in his chest. The energy of the sword resonated within him, and he felt a surge of determination unlike anything he had ever experienced.
Xander, get out of here!
Adam commanded, his voice unwavering. Xander hesitated for a moment, torn between fear and loyalty. But he could sense the intensity of the situation, and he knew he had to find Tila and Duncan. As Xander turned and sprinted away, Adam's focus shifted entirely to the three figures before him. The air shimmered with the promise of impending conflict.
Beastman! Triclops!
Skeletor's voice echoed.
Deal with the prince!
Beastman's primal growl filled the air as he lunged at Adam with incredible speed. Adam's instincts kicked in, and he moved with a fluid grace that he had never felt before. As Beastman's massive fist swung toward him, Adam ducked and spun, delivering a powerful kick to Beastman's side. Beastman staggered back, his feral eyes narrowing in anger. Triclops, with his three mechanical eyes whirring, circled Adam, analyzing his movements with uncanny precision. Adam's heart raced as he faced these strange adversaries. He knew that he had to draw upon the power within him, the power of Grayskull that the sorceress had spoken of. Closing his eyes, Adam focused on the energy within the sword pendant around his neck. Adam grips the pendant and it transforms into a sword in his hands. He shouts the words he had heard in his mind, words that seemed to carry ancient magic.
By the power of Grayskull!
As he spoke those words, the pendant glowed with a blinding light. Energy surged through Adam's body, transforming him. His clothes shifted, and he felt his muscles grow and ripple with newfound strength. When the light finally faded, he stood transformed.
I have the power!
He-Man's gray armor gleamed in the dying light, and his eyes burned with determination. He raised the sword of power high, its blade radiating with potent energy.
Enough of this!
He-Man declared, his voice echoing with power. He-Man's speed and strength were beyond anything he had ever imagined. He moved with a grace and precision that felt almost effortless. Beastman's attacks were deflected and countered with a mastery that surprised even He-Man himself. Triclops unleashed a barrage of energy beams from his mechanical eyes, but He-Man's reflexes were heightened, allowing him to evade each attack with finesse. He swung the sword of power with a mighty flourish, sending shockwaves through the air that knocked Triclops off balance. Beastman roared in frustration, his rage fueling his attacks. But He-Man's focus was unbreakable, and with a final powerful strike, he incapacitated Beastman, leaving him sprawled on the ground. Skeletor, observing the battle, grinned with both amusement and annoyance. He had not anticipated this level of resistance. Triclops lay defeated, his mechanical eyes flickering weakly. He-Man turned his attention towards Skeletor, his eyes blazing with defiance.
Your reign of terror ends here, Skeletor!
Skeletor's sockets flared with rage.
Impressive! But do you truly believe you can defeat me?
As the clash of heroes and villains continued, Xander raced through the park, his heart pounding. He needed to find Tila and Duncan, to let them know what was happening. The fate of Earth and Eternia hung in the balance, and the battle between good and evil had only just begun.
To be continued. This podcast is a production of the Three Ranger Bros Studios, in association with Zio to Hero the Podcast. Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed that story. Just a reminder that all my fanfictions are just that, fanfictions, and do not mean to infringe on any copyright from the mainstream continuity that it's from. Now, I'd like to take the time to thank my supporters from the Zio to Hero Network. Jim and Billy, the Bulk Skull of podcasting, over on the main podcast Zio to Hero. Mark, the Red Cornish Ranger, on Nerds Through Comics. My Parabatai and dear friend Ty Tiger of Tiger Tales on YouTube. Jacob, aka the Iron Avenger 52 on TikTok and YouTube. Clayton with Neon Lights on YouTube. Ben, the Baker Ranger. Sam, aka XX Rebel Ranger XX. TN_Ranger. And our good friend, Tony. I would also like to thank a few friends of the Z2H Network. Casey from Mighty Morphin Conspiracy Theories. Justin, aka A-Crown. Johnson of Western Strike. Rob, aka Lightning Collector 2021. James, better known as Beauty_Baba Yaga. Justin the Green Spartan Ranger, JP the creator of Power Rangers Digital Beast, and Michael and Nathan of the Power Trip. Everyone I just named, it has been a huge supporter to me and my podcast, and if you can, go give them a follow. It would mean the world to me. Thanks a lot. Until next time, guys. Later days.